Chapter 8. I hope that most people at this point in time realize that Prince is one of the great poets of our time. I didn't say songwriter, I said poet. Prince is the closest thing we have to E. E. Cummings, and people are so stupid because they don't come here and buy books of Prince poems. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. That is one of the greatest first lines of a poem in all time for a number of reasons, primarily because of the reversal of hours and days. A non-poetic person would cite days and hours. A poet is different. A poet transforms the world with such small hands. You haven't written back to me yet. You have forwarded my email to Shanna and Lynn. You have giggled over phone booth pictures of the three of you. Shanna and Lynn, us! And exchanged dozens of idiotic emails about nothing. You have found the time to read and respond to your classmates' short stories and beg the bosses at Word in Brooklyn to let you read, but you haven't written back to the guy who saved your life. You are still in pursuit of Benji, and it has not been 7 hours and 15 days, but we are getting there, Beck. It's not funny anymore. You wrote to Shanna Lynn. How come I have to be a stereotypical chick that meets a nice guy and is like, thanks but no thanks? I don't read Cosmo or do cleanses or post selfies, which means I don't fit the profile for a lame girl who hates nice guys. I mean, Benji is married to his business and this guy is the total opposite. Works at a business, also rooftop at the wife on Friday. Shanna wrote back first. Beck, is this the guy you met at KGB? Wife, maybe? And this tells me that you meet too many guys. You have this hunger for strangers. That's why you read Craigslist casual encounters. No, you don't have casual encounters, thank Christ. But at the same time, you treat life like a fucking casual encounter, wasting time with Benji with random guys from places like KGB. Lynn wrote back. They got shrinks on campus that can answer the question, girl. Also, KGB guy was super cute. Wife, yes, unless maybe you asked for a change. Just a thought. These girls don't know about our Italian Dan Brown and the extent of your crush because you don't tell him. And then finally, in the middle of the night, after 5 hours and 8 days, you write back to me, how about happy hour on Thursday? I wait 3 hours and 1 day to write back. That works where? You didn't earn my humor this time. You don't write back right away. 4 minutes, 3 hours, and 2 days pass before this bullshit stinks up my... Sorry, oh my god, one of those weeks. Whatever you do, do not go to grad school. Anyway, how about next week? Like Prince, I have a poetic nature and I know how to shift my perspective. Driving you into my arms isn't working out clearly. You are scattered and you flirt and you crack phones and you don't delete anything and use your period to get extensions at school, and a lot of your emails have more creative vitality than your stories, and you're talking like 9 dudes at 9 different sites. You flirt with everything. Do you realize how much crap you have in your shopping basket at Anthropology.com? Christ, Beck, you need to learn some decision-making skills. I see that you are sick like your father was. You're hooked on Benji, and I can't get you off Benji until I know about Benji. Which takes all of about 35 seconds. Benjamin Benji Baird Keys III is a fucking joke. He's been to rehab, which is a travesty. You can tell by his smug face he's not capable of genuine addiction. He owns an organic club soda company that symbolizes everything bad about right now. His business is called Home Soda, a superior alternative to commonplace club soda, because while a club is exclusive, a home is the most exclusive place in the world. You can get into a club if you pay a cover. The same cannot be said of a home. Beck, you can't tell me you buy into this. Not really. Benjamin's little startup is a runaway underground Whole Food style success, and his pastel Latin website includes a diatribe on Monsanto. As if this kid's parents don't profit directly from Monsanto, as if this kid wasn't fucking raised on Monsanto. Literally, his dad worked for fucking Nestle when Benji was a kid, and yet Benji rants. A photo essay, otherwise known as a fucking slideshow, reveals that Benji came up with home soda while camping with friends in Nantucket. Camping is a bullshit term. Nantucket is not New Hampshire, and Benji was staying at a friend's waterfront summer home. I blow up the photo and see the untagged girl from your Facebook profile. So Benji threw that miserable odd girl who does have a legitimate smile reserved for wealthy friends and stage propaganda photos. But did you go camping with them? No. You probably weren't invited. Your friend probably fed you some bullshit excuse about there not being enough room on the beach. You are the townie and Benji is the tourist who literally enters you and uses you as a vacation from the wear and tear of the artisanal club soda business, only to dump you before Labor Day. He's the daddy you try desperately to please, the daddy who leaves no matter what you do. Your emotional livelihood is a demented seasonal economy where Labor Day is every other fucking day. He rents you out, the same way he rents Loft Space and Sobro. South Bronx to those of us who don't need to make up bullshit pet names for neighborhoods where we're not wanted. And he cheats on you, Beck. A lot. Compulsively. He is in intense pursuit of a performance artist who fucks with his head the way he fucks with yours. It has been 6 minutes and 3 hours and 1 day when you email me, "This is random, but I am in Greenpoint. Are you maybe bartending right now?" I respond, "I'm not, but I could meet you at Lulu's." You respond, "It is on, baby!" Sorry for all caps. I'm just excited. I wait 12 seconds and 9 minutes and no hours before writing back. On my way. 5. You don't write back, but I have to take 2 trains to get there, and the Hannah and her sister soundtrack is playing in my head. All the songs at once, so loud that I can't listen to the music on my phone or the music on your phone, and all I can think about is our first kiss, which will likely take place in 18 seconds, 18 minutes, and 3 hours when we are both drunk in a cab on Bank Street, and I get it now. Why dudes jerk off on trains sometimes, but I don't. I have you in my future. The train can't go fast enough, and engine number 9. And look how much we share already, and we haven't even fucked, and I got you a present too. I bring you the Western Coast, and it's inscribed engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If you go in a nursing home, this book will be your tome. Your tome. It's not perfect, but it's close, and I had to buy you something reward you for stepping up, and the train is here, and I hope that Prince eventually got to be where I am, pounding up the 16 steps and 2 blocks and 1 avenue for the rest of his life. But I'm only halfway up the subway stop stairs when your phone beeps. There's a lot of information to process, and I have to sit down, and I do. Things have changed quickly, too quickly. Nearly 2 weeks after your mass email announcing a new phone number, Benji has emailed me back. Hi, and you wrote back, "Come over." And you wrote back, and then you emailed me, "So, I have to go to a school thing. Schedule for next week. Sorry. And Benji wrote to you, "Give me an hour." Work thing came up, and you wrote back, "You're smiling because you want life to be like it was before your father messed up on Nantucket without secrets, without danger. You write about how safe it is there, how claustrophobia and comfort go hand in hand. Your family never locked the doors to the house or the cars, and they left the car keys in the ignition, but come March, you'd give anything to see a stranger." You tweeted a few weeks ago, "The island of hashtag Manhattan is like the island of hashtag Nantucket. Groceries are expensive, drinks are expensive, and in winter everyone goes nuts." That's cute, Beck, but the island of Manhattan is nothing like your precious Nantucket. Let me tell you what I did last Tuesday. On the island of Manhattan, you had to lock your shit up, or some streetwise guy might just stop by a friggin' club soda factory for a tour on Tuesday when he knows the boss isn't around. Special thanks to Benji's Twitter feed, and excuse himself to use the bathroom and bypass the bathroom from Benji's office, which is unlocked, and bypass the rest of the club soda tour for a private tour of Benji's computer, which is also unlocked, and one that Benji keeps a calendar with links to at Lots of Monica's performance schedule. She's on today, live doodling on a converted fire station in Astoria, bite me, as a verified fan of hers on all social media platforms. Oh, the things I do for you, Beck. I'm granted access to the live coverage, and I don't see Benji the man. The place is too crowded. I see bottles of home soda and all the filtered pictures. He's there. A comment from some chick. Bangs and pink glasses proves it. Benji rocks for bringing club soda. Hashtag organic for life, hashtag home soda, hashtag drink free or die. So that is, your present precious Benji doesn't show up at your reading, but he treks all the way to Astoria in the middle of the day. Monica's superior because she's tall and blonde and he mistakes her doodles for art. I have to calm down. You don't know about this. You're not a fan of Monica's because you're not an imbecile. But you need to know, and I can't get out of that bloated factory fast enough. I need to save you. I am the kind of guy who prepares for emergencies like this. So I already have an email account called herzognathaniel@gmail.com. You don't do your research, so you don't know that Nathan Herzog is the food critic at Folger's New Eats section who sucks the tit off pretentious beasts like Benji in his home soda. I read the guy's stuff, I'm not impressed, but Benji kisses his ass, tweeting his reviews in a flagrant effort to get his own puff piece on the site. And over at the exhilarating news blog at homesoda.com, fans of Benji's pussy water grumble incessantly about why home soda is yet to be featured on Vulture, until now. Obviously, I use my new email account to impersonate food fuckwad Nathan Herzog, and soon Benji will receive an email from Nathan Herzog who just sipped the most fantastic club soda of his life and realizes he is late to the party, but remains desperate to meet Benji. He writes, "Is there any way you could meet now? There's a bookstore on the Lower East Side, Mooney, rare and used, and it's a great place to start. There's a cafe downstairs, nobody knows about it. Sincerely, N." It takes Benji only nanoseconds to reply. "Absolutely, Nathan. I'm flattered and I'm en route." I don't respond. What kind of asshole says en route? I'm on the subway thinking about you, and when I realize I have fucked up. Something is missing. The Western Coast with my unsigned inscription. I left it on the sidewalk when I took a minute to recover after realizing you blew me off and Mr. Mooney was right. I will never be fully capable of running the bookstore. I am not a multitask asking businessman, at least. I am a poet, which is why I know that I am 4 stops, 1 transfer, 3 blocks, 2 avenues, and 1 flight of stairs away from stopping at my apartment to pick up some treats for Benji. I text Curtis, no need to come in today, I got it covered. He writes back, sweet.